Hey everyone, welcome back to VeloView. Today we're taking a deep dive into one of the most exciting upcoming electric SUVs, the 2026 Hyundai IONIQ 9. This is Hyundai's new flagship electric three-row SUV, and it has been designed to combine modern styling, a spacious and luxurious interior, powerful EV performance, and the kind of range and charging capability that makes it a real contender in the growing electric family car market. This review is going to cover everything you need to know in detail, so let's get into it. The IONIQ 9 is built on Hyundai's eGMP platform, which already underpins models like the IONIQ 5, IONIQ 6, and Kia EV9, but this is the largest and most premium version yet. Underneath, every version comes with a big 110.3 kWh battery pack, and depending on which model you pick, you can get it with rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. The base version uses a single motor on the rear axle with about 215 horsepower, which is enough to move it along smoothly and with confidence. If you want more power, the all-wheel drive setup adds a motor up front and bumps output to around 303 horsepower. At the top of the range sits the Performance AWD model, which cranks things up to about 422 horsepower, giving this large SUV surprising pace, with 0 to 60 miles per hour possible in roughly 4.4 seconds. While it isn't a sports car, for a big three-row family EV those numbers are impressive and show that Hyundai wanted to give buyers plenty of choice between efficiency-focused and performance-oriented options. Range is always a huge question with EVs, especially large three-row SUVs, and Hyundai delivers solid numbers here. The longest range version is the rear-wheel drive long-range model with smaller 19-inch wheels, which can go up to about 335 miles on a single charge according to EPA estimates. The all-wheel drive versions still do well, with around 320 miles for the standard dual-motor setup, and about 311 miles for the performance trim. These are competitive figures and more than enough for daily driving or long family road trips. Charging is another area where Hyundai has kept pace with the best, as the IONIQ 9 can handle 350 kilowatt DC fast charging, letting you go from 10 to 80% in roughly 24 minutes under ideal conditions. That kind of charging capability helps reduce range anxiety and makes this SUV a practical choice for those who travel often. The exterior design of the IONIQ 9 makes a statement. Hyundai has leaned into its pixel-inspired futuristic style but given it the proportions and presence of a flagship. At just under 200 inches long and with a very long wheelbase of about 123 inches, the IONIQ 9 has real road presence. The styling features sharp lines, distinctive pixelated lighting elements, a clean roofline, and strong wheel arches that give it a bold look. Some trims even come with contrasting body elements that stand out, though not everyone may love the two-tone designs. Functionally, the SUV has been shaped with aerodynamics in mind, with features like active air flaps, a fully covered underbody, and even optional digital side mirrors in certain markets to help reduce drag. Step inside and you immediately see Hyundai's push into premium territory. The cabin is huge, with options for either 6 or 7 seats. The 6-seat version with second-row captain's chairs feels especially upscale and practical, with the added trick of being able to swivel to face the third row when parked, creating a lounge-like environment. First and second row seats can be equipped with Hyundai's relaxation seats, which recline deeply and even offer massage functions, making long trips far more comfortable. Space in the second row is excellent, with plenty of legroom and headroom, while the third row, although not as roomy as the first two, is still usable for kids or smaller adults on medium trips. Technology plays a big role in the IONIQ 9's interior. The dashboard features a wide curved display housing two 12.3-inch screens, one serving as the instrument cluster and the other as the main infotainment unit. The system includes navigation, smartphone integration, and Hyundai's latest connected services, although some reviewers have mentioned that the interface can feel a little slow at times compared to the slickest competitors. That said, the graphics are sharp, and features like over-the-air updates mean it will improve with time. Hyundai also added practical details like a sliding center console they call the Universal Island, which can be adjusted to create more space for second-row passengers. Cabin quietness is another standout, as Hyundai uses laminated glass, careful insulation, and even active noise control to keep road and wind noise to a minimum, which makes a big difference in an EV where there is no engine sound to mask outside noise. Practicality is key for a three-row SUV, and the IONIQ 9 delivers plenty of cargo space behind the third row and even more when the third row is folded flat. It may not be the absolute leader in class when it comes to maximum cargo volume, but it balances passenger comfort with luggage space well. Towing is another strong point, with rear-wheel drive models capable of pulling up to 3,500 pounds, while the all-wheel drive versions handle up to 5,000 pounds, giving it flexibility for trailers, small boats, or campers. On the road, the IONIQ 9 is tuned more for comfort than sporty handling, which makes sense for its purpose. The suspension absorbs bumps nicely, highway cruising feels effortless, and the cabin remains calm even at higher speeds. The steering is light and easy to use around town, though some reviewers note it can feel vague, and while braking performance is solid, it doesn't feel particularly sharp. The Performance AWD model adds some excitement with its strong acceleration, but overall, this SUV prioritizes a smooth, relaxing experience that will appeal to families and long-distance drivers. Pricing starts at just under $59,000 for the base rear-wheel drive trim and can climb up to the mid to high $70,000s for the fully loaded performance Calligraphy models. While that's a lot of money, in the world of large three-row electric SUVs it's competitive, especially when you consider the range, features, and technology included. Hyundai has built a vehicle that can go head-to-head with more expensive rivals while still offering strong value. When looking at the overall package, the IONIQ 9 has a lot going for it. It delivers excellent range in its base form, plenty of space for families, a high level of comfort and quiet, impressive fast charging capability, and a design that feels modern and distinctive. On the flip side, the third row still isn't as comfortable as a traditional full-size SUV, some interior materials don't feel as premium as you might expect in a vehicle at this price, and the infotainment system can sometimes be a little sluggish. But those are relatively small drawbacks compared to the many strengths on offer. The 2026 Hyundai IONIQ 9 is best suited for buyers who want an electric SUV with real space for family and friends, strong driving range for road trips, and the kind of technology and features that make everyday driving more comfortable and convenient. It isn't trying to be a track-ready machine, but in terms of balancing practicality, performance, and premium appeal, Hyundai has created a very compelling option. Thanks so much for watching this detailed review of the 2026 Hyundai IONIQ 9. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to see more in-depth reviews of the latest cars and EVs, don't forget to subscribe to VeloView for more content coming soon.